In today's video, we're going to clean, declutter, and organize my bathroom. We're going to take it from this to this. And we're also going to scavenge around the house to find items to decorate on a budget. Take it from this to this. So let's get this party started. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Make sure that you subscribe. On this channel, we give all kind of content for home. We do cleaning, cluttering, organizing, decorating on a budget. That's right, on a budget. Today, I took 4 days to work on my water closet. Now, if you saw the previous video, which was probably 2 weeks ago, y'all, because I've just been so tired. I'm a teacher. It's in a school year. And like I said, at my school, I said this a while back, we play hard in the paint. And we had a lot of things to get done. I had a lot of things with my own children. And it just is what it is. But in that video that came out a couple weeks ago, I pulled everything out of my water closet. And today we're organizing. We got some solutions together. Throw some of this stuff away. Kind of like a little, look, listen. Little smidge of, it's not enough to make 5 milliliters. I just don't know why I was keeping all those little things. I'm gonna tell you why. It's because you don't declutter. We don't declutter like we should. So far we got kids' meds, my meds, cleaning basket, cleaning supplies, headbands. We just keep buying these things and packing them on top of the other things, not organizing, not throwing things out. And that's problematic. I found several medications that I had purchased multiple times. And then, as you saw about a minute ago, several medications that had a little smidge of things. It's just, oh my gosh. So now we're on day 2. I got my labels made. Okay, I used my label maker to make these. Now, I think they came out decent, but I wish I hadn't cut as much of the label off the white space that I did. So it can all be uniform, but it is what it is. Got my girls' meds right here. And that's basically over-the-counter medication for the most part. Adult meds here. And at one time I had everything all mixed up, y'all. It was like a total disarray. Okay, I already got some hair accessories right here. Because my older daughter goes in here and gets headbands. So I put those here. Let me see. Fragrances and lotions. Put those. Say the labels. I didn't do that good cutting out the labels. But it is what it is. You see, I'll put first aid right here. I'll put first aid right here. So if I can access it, I'll put it under their medication. So if they do come in here, that's all they need to do. Get this here. Yes, ma'am.
Can I come in?
Yes.
So I wanted to show you.
Of course, Zizi had to stop by. She wanted to talk to me about spending some time with her playing volleyball. Or was it soccer? One of the two. So we chatted a little bit in the water closet as I put my stickers up. But this project took me about 4 days to complete. But you know, as a solo mom, you got to spend time with your kids. They want your time a lot of times when you're doing stuff. So it is what it is. So it took longer than I had anticipated, but we got it done, and she was able to help me that day with a few things. My older daughter, I don't know what she was doing that day. I don't know. But yeah, I had a lot of stuff to clean out, y'all. A lot of medicines to go through, and that's something that you got to spend your time doing. Going through medications, going through cleaning supplies. But the cleaning supplies weren't too bad because when you don't do this on a regular basis, you have a lot going on. And there she is. She got where them fans at. I tell you. And shout out to 803 Fresh, South Carolina. That's what's up. Where them fans at? That's so cool. But anyway, so I had a lot of um, containers left over from organizing before we moved the girls' closet. And I just used some of that stuff when we moved to the new house. But I wanted something different for my bathroom. So all those, see, she did help. All those went over to my craft room, which is super junky. Um, that's gonna be probably 4 or 5 videos to get that one together. But yeah, so and I really wanted all my sheets and comforters at the very top because if you saw at the very beginning, they were at the bottom, and I needed that vertical space. So I got those up there so I could have more space for them, even though it didn't work out quite as well as I wanted it to. So now here are my labels. We got everything labeled. This is how we ended here. It's not as spectacular as I had wanted it to be, but it doesn't look like how it did look. So I am super happy about that. Okay, we are on day 3, and I decided to use a wallpaper that I had used in my laundry room. So if you didn't see that video, please check it out. It's a few videos back. But it's not wallpaper. It's like a contact paper. I've used it before. I used it in my house a few years ago in my previous home as a backsplash. I've used it in my classroom. But I love using this, y'all, and I love the chevron pattern. You can get any kind of patterns, any kind of colors, and it's a quick, low budget way to zhuzh up your space. And I hated that. See, it's really wrinkly, but I was able to get it out for the most part. Now, it's not the best because if you look closely, there's some imperfections, but we got it done. So now I'm going to, on day 4, I'm going to go around my house to find some things. That's my little corner of my room, things that I purchased. That's my little decorating stash because I got to do my bedroom. I got to do a couple other rooms. And I love this little sign right here. Country roads lead you to home. So I was looking around to find some things to go on my shelves in the bathroom. And that's one thing that you have to do. Instead of buying new things, check your house to see what you got. And these are new things that I previously had, but I needed a few more things. So I decided to go around, check some other things out. Now I wanted to have some images, I wanted to have some candles, and I wanted to have some plants. So PIC, pick, plants, images, candles. Those are like the go-tos for decorating. So I found some candles. Y'all don't look at my junky coffee bar. It says, please invest in some battery-powered candles. That's the best. So I got my candles. Now I need the plants. So we're going in my junky craft room. And I thought it was going to take forever to find what I was looking for, but I saw it peeking out. And I was like, yay. So I was able to get this little plant. So I was so excited about that. And I found another candle. I wanted a real candle too. So we got everything that we need. So yay. And the night before, I had put the brackets, or whatever you call it, on the wood pieces that I got from Temu. Now, this was like the cheapest little piece of wood, y'all, but it was pretty sturdy. So we got those up, and y'all know how I love using my drill. It's so empowering, and it's so easy. That's my big girl drill to get my holes in. That's my big girl. Kia has coined it as the big girl drill. So we're going to get these in. I remember one time I used to struggle with this, but now I'm almost proficient. Now I got to get my a little girl drill to finish putting the nails in or the screws in. But I just loved how everything turned out. Now, if you look at that bottom one, I measured it. I used my they give you a little tool. I tell you, Temu gives you everything you need to a little leveling tool, and it was leveled, but I think it's an imperfection in the wood because y'all, this stuff is cheap because it looks like it's about to fall over. But it is what it is because it leveled right, but I think the front of the wood was kind of like bent over something. I don't know, y'all, but I wasn't taking it down. But that was our end result. I really like how it turned out. It turned out great. So the next video, we will have a whole house clean, getting this house together and ready for the summer. Because summer is coming and we got to, well, it is here. Get things for my girls to do, get everything set up and prepared, cleaned up for the summertime. But it turned out great, y'all. See you in the next video.